There we go. We got lethal. That's crazy. Hi there, I'm the BigCraigO, and today we're going to be doing another one on my deck tech series. Today we're going to be focusing in on some colours that are very close to my heart, Selesnya, which is green and white. I've always been a fan of tokens, specifically spirit tokens, so I think this deck is definitely in my wheelhouse. I just wanted to say a massive shout out to everyone that's given me feedback over the last 2 weeks. I really appreciate all your advice and obviously encouragement. I'm glad that you're getting something out of these videos, and I'm going to continue doing them in the future. I must apologise for last week. I had 4 out of 5 days of videos drop. Unfortunately, one of the files corrupted for the Friday stream, so I had to edit it and re-upload it. So that'll be up over the weekend. Other than that, guys, let's go and check out the deck. Well, here we are with the deck. Look, I'll do it reverse to what I normally do. So we're going to have a look at the sideboard here. Basically, it does have a companion in the form of Giganthia. I don't know how to pronounce it. The crazy, I guess, elk here. Basically, the restrictions for this particular one is a companion. No card in your starting deck has more than one of the same mana symbol in its mana cost. So they're all either white or green, not white and green. So that, bring it into play, it can tap and add a white, blue, black, red and green. This mana can't be spent to pay generic mana costs, which works quite well because there's so many spells that are one drop in this particular deck, so that works well. Other than that, we have academic probation, environmental sciences, reduced to memory, expanded anatomy, containment breach, mascot exhibition. So they're all fairly standard cards within the universe that we live in. Obviously, we've talked about the companion already. In the 1-drop slots, we have a clever Luminancer, 1 white for a 0/1 human wizard creature. Just came out with Strixhaven, very, very cool. It's got Magecraft, which is what this deck's all about. It's a Selesnya Magecraft deck. Whenever you cast or copy an instant or sorcery spell, clever Luminancer gets +2/+2 until end of turn. Defiant Strike, another 1 white to cast this one. It's an instant spell. Target creature gets +1/+0 until end of turn. Draw a card. Full four of those, I should say. Onto Fighters 1. We've got 2 of these in the deck. It costs 1 white mana to cast. It's an instant. You can choose one or both. Target human creature you control gets +1/+1 and gains indestructible until end of turn. Target non-human creature you control gets +1/+1 and gains indestructible until end of turn. Great for protecting against removal that destroys. Great for obviously triggering that Magecraft and also giving +1/+1. So quite useful. We have 2 of the Guiding Voice, which is 1 white mana. Put a +1/+1 counter on target creature and learn. Learn meaning that we can go to our sideboard and select one of the spells that we just went through. Charge through, 1 green mana. It's an instant as well. Target creature gains trample until end of turn. Draw a card. Really good for triggering Magecraft. Also really good because you don't want to pump something up, make it massive, and then have a 1/1 drop block it. This allows you to push that damage through. And it replaces itself as well, which is what we would call a cantrip. Snake Skin Veil, 1 green from instant. Put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. It gains hexproof until end of turn. Really, really good. And Magecraft triggers come on the back of that. So that's the 1-drops. Now going on to the 2-drop slots. We have a full playset of 4 Clarion Spirits, which is why I love these type of decks, because we get to make spirit tokens. 1 white, 1 other for a 2/2 spirit creature. Whenever you cast your second spell each turn, create a 1/1 white spirit creature token with flying. Awesome. We have a full playset of the Leonin Light Scribe, 1 white, 1 other for a cat cleric. It's a 2/2. It's got Magecraft. Whenever you cast or copy an instant or sorcery spell, create creatures you control, get +1/+1 until end of turn. Really good if you go wide with tokens and making them larger so they can do a massive amount of damage, and pretty cool artwork as well. 2 Show of Confidence, which is 1 white, 1 other for an instant spell. When you cast this spell, copy it for each other instant or sorcery spell you have cast this turn. You may choose new targets for the copies. Put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. It gains vigilance until end of turn. Pretty cool. Dragon's Guard Elite. It's 1 green, 1 other for a 2/2 human druid creature. It has Magecraft. Whenever you cast or copy an instant or sorcery spell, put a +1/+1 counter on the elite. You can pay 2 green, 4 other to double the number of +1/+1 counters on Dragon's Guard Elite, which I think could become useful as it gets large. And if you're stuck, you can sort of pump it up. Finally, in the 2-drop slots, we have 2 Ram Throughs, which is 1 green, 1 other for another instant spell. There's a sort of theme going on here. Target creature you control deals damage equal to its power to target creature you don't control. If the creature you control has trample, excess damage is dealt to that creature's controller instead. Pretty cool. Alright, then we go on to round out the deck in the 3-drop slot. 1 white, 2 other for a 2/3 legendary creature, Bird Advisor, and that's Mavinda, Student's Advocate. It's got flying, so this creature has flying. You can pay 0. You may cast target instant or sorcery card from your graveyard this turn. If that spell doesn't target a creature you control, it costs 8 more to cast this way. So yeah, if that spell would be put into your graveyard, exile it instead. Activate only once per turn. You may still pay the spells. You still pay the spell's cost. Timing rules for the spells still apply. Short long the story is you get to play a bunch of these. Put one of these in. You can then, one that hasn't got summoning sickness anymore, you can use its ability to recast one of the pump spells onto another creature, getting the bonuses of extra Magecraft or potentially making spirits, or potentially putting +1/+1s on your team just for the until end of term with the Leonin. It also counts towards for the Show of Confidence triggers. There's so many benefits. Also, going on to the land here, we've got 9 plains, 7 forests, pretty straightforward. We run a full playset of 4 of the pathways, Boulder Loft and Branch Loft, so the white-green. We run 2 Temple of Plenties. They come into play tapped, which is a bit disappointing, but meh. And also a Scry, which obviously in this type of deck is quite useful to be able to go, probably don't need another land, put it at the bottom, hopefully grab something that's a bit more useful. Other than that, guys, let's go and check out the mana curve. Well, we're having a look at the mana curve here, and quite often I'll say, 2, that's pretty good. This deck is insane in the membrane. 20 creatures, 18 non-creatures, which are your pump spells. Average casting cost of 1.6. Holy bejeebers. That is crazy. 18 of the spells in this deck are 1 mana. I'm scared for whoever I play. This is going to be super quick. Super quick. So if you get the right pieces, I can see the game's being over in 3-4 turns. We're talking a couple of minutes max. It's super aggressive if you get the right pieces. It runs 22 land. You obviously, with the 2 colors, you're going to need to make sure that you sequence things correctly. If you get all green mana and you have all white spells, it's not going to work for you. So you need to make sure that you're getting a green and white. You're getting the pieces that you need to, or getting the mana to be able to support with the pieces that you draw. all in all, I think this deck's going to be really exciting to play. I'm really excited about it if you can't guess. So let's get to the gaming. This hand looks fairly good. So it's against Sparky. For those of you that aren't aware, in all of my deck techs, I do the first game against Arena's AI program, Sparky. This gives me an opportunity to get into the sort of flow, the interaction of the different cards, but also I've got a little bit more time to sort of talk through some of the thinking I'm having. Okay, so it's a keeper, so let's see how we go.
Hey, look! I'm a planeswalker.
Yes, you are. Say hello to Sparky. Wish her a bit of love. Basically set ourselves up for next turn. Fortunately, we take one there, but that's all right. Put a Dragon Guard Elite down. I'm gonna block. No, geez, no, I'm not. No blocks. Just take 3. Play this. No attacks end turn. Oh wow, they're powering out at this point in time for Sparky. Alright, so I'm going to block here, block here, block. Probably don't need another land at this stage. No attacks. Just basically trying to build a bit of some sort of solution here. Another land, wow. White. Move the attack step and attack him with these. Yep. Alright, so they're top decking. There. Sparky's top decking. Try and maximise the amount of damage we can do. 12 damage seems fairly good. Alright, so we got 5 mana. We're going to swing through for lethal. 1 more mana and we would have been able to double the tokens, so that's pretty damn good. Alright, well that's our test one. I think all in all, I'm pretty happy with it. Considering we're against a fairly aggressive life gain deck in the form of Sparky. I guess let's go and see how the deck performs against human opponents. Alright, cool. Well, this hand looks fairly good. We need a green mana, but other than that, I mean, we've got a couple of spells that'll work. Yep, we'll keep it. We're up against STR41. Say hello, wish them some love, and play a clever Luminancer straight out. Alright, so I'm going to play the Light Scribe out. No attacks at this stage. Alright, so we're up against some sort of Mardu, potentially. Ah, okay. Alright, so... knock him down with 7. Yeah. 1 shrine. Okay, yes. Thank goodness. Alright, so now we're attacking for lethal. Wow. That was pretty good. Alright, let's go on to the next game. Alright, so my opponent, Daddy. This looks like a good hand. Definitely going to keep it. Say hello. Some love. Play this out just because I don't have a 1-drop anyway. Yeah, keep that on top. Strategic planning. Very cool art. Okay, play this. Play this. Pass turn. So we've got blue, black there. Lots of counter. Blue, black, green. So Sultai. Alright. Bit of removal. Okay. Play this. One of those random crazy decks. Just gonna chill for now. Yep, ramping up again. Go this. Sure. As such. Another curate, yeah. Look at the top 2 cards of your library, put any number of them into your graveyard and the rest of them rest back on top of your library in any order. Then draw a card. Sweet as. Okay. Drop them down to 13. Play this and hope and pray that they don't have mass removal. They may have. They're at a point now where they could cast it, that's for sure. Search your library for a card, put it into your graveyard, then shuffle. If it's an instant or sorcery card, put a +1/+1 counter. Okay. Random. Play this. There we go. We got lethal. That's crazy. Whew. Well, this hand looks very good from my perspective. Our opponent, Anarion, is going first, so they've decided what they want to do. I'm going to say hello to them. Oops, if I can get across there to the arrow. Wish them some love. Okay. Fair enough. Play this and play a 0-1. Yeah. No blocks, let them do their thing. And if they want to make a 1-1, go for it. Nice. So, yeah, holy dooly. Play this, play this, play this. Just going to attack with the flyer for this turn. Okay, so next turn we'll see what we draw. Hopefully another instant or sorcery. That would be lovely. No, another land. Okay. It is what it is. Sure. Move to the attack step. Attack with everything. Beshi, beshi, beshi. A lot of power this deck just generates. It seems like from very, very, very few spots. Yeah. Yep. Move that across. So I got a 4/4 that can double. I've got one more land there, so I can double that up. Don't need to though. Let's do this. Green. Attack in. Down to 2 they go. Sure. We got him. Well, maybe not. Maybe they'll kill. Sure. Largely irrelevant. Wow, I'm impressed. This deck's pretty legit. Oh my god, this deck is amazing. Look, I haven't played against all the decks, haven't played it enough to be able to say that it's unbeatable or whatever, because it's not. No deck's unbeatable. I think that this deck is going to really push into the meta. It's relatively new. I haven't seen a huge amount of people playing this type of deck. I will be playing the heck out of this deck. If it performs like it has during this deck tech, I definitely need to play it more. I would give this an A-, which is the highest I've ever given any deck. It's definitely tier 1. It's definitely going to be warping people's brains when they go, I'll just let this one bit of damage through, and then all of a sudden they're dead. Yeah, big fan. Let's see how it performs longer term. Look, from my point of view, if you are looking for an aggressive deck, you like the colors of white, you like the colors of green, this is where it's at for you guys. Big fan, massive fan. All in all, I can't recommend that you play this kind of deck enough. It is really good fun, and I'm looking forward to playing it on stream in the coming weeks. Couple of things just to shout out. Don't forget, guys, I stream Monday, Wednesday and Friday, 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time, which is Greenwich Mean Time plus 10 hours. Check out the link tree below in the show notes for this one. You can find all of the information about the YouTube channel, which you're obviously looking at, but you can also find out about my Twitch stream and my Facebook page. If you're keen as a jelly bean, please come and check it out on Twitch. Give us a follow and a subscribe. If you've got Amazon Prime, it won't cost you a dime. You get a free subscription each and every month, and I'm more than happy for you to make that the home for me. So if you want to use that subscription there, if you're in the lucky and fortunate position to be able to afford a subscription, that's no problem at all. Also willing to accept those. It helps the channel out. It helps me out immensely to be able to afford to get the bits and pieces I need to continue streaming. You're on YouTube right now. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. It doesn't cost you anything. Give this video a like or dislike if you didn't like it. And comment. If there's any particular decks, color types, or anything that you want to talk about, just comment below, and we'll see how we go from there. I just wanted to give also a shout out to, as you can see below, Grey Viking Games. Check out in the link tree below. You'll find a link there that you can go and get your cosmetics and your arena codes. It won't cost you anything additional to use that link. All it does is gives us a small kickback that helps us to buy codes to give away on stream and support the channel. The other friend of the stream is Spectrum Games. They are based out of Sydney, Australia. Really, really cool guys. Really, really look after their customers. If you're after any particular cards or accessories, feel free to check out their website at www.spectrumgaming.com.au. If they don't have it, hit them up, see if they can get it for you. They are connected, and obviously in the global world that we live in, they'll probably be able to post it to you overseas as well. Guys, I really appreciate all the support. Please keep the comments coming. It's been really, really awesome to have so many new players give me a shout out, ask questions about what they could do with their particular decks or the colors they're interested in, and what would I recommend. I really appreciate it, and I love the community that we're all working to build together. So let's keep going. All right, guys, I'll see you on the battlefield.